It's April 28th, 2019. It's been pretty sunny and warm here in Seattle. It's gonna continue to be like that. Over here we have these indoor plants. They're all doing really well. The succulents are all doing pretty well. And right here you can see there's a lot more new growth on these two succulents. Grapes are doing well too. Yeah. And then here we have the lavender. You can see a lot of little dots. Those are dead aphids. And looks like the lavender is gonna flower too. And as for the rosemary, it's doing pretty well. There's not really too much growth though. And this hydrangea is doing well. Yeah. And then over here we have the saffron. You can see they're dying back. Most of the bulb plants are done flowering. They're all setting seeds now. So I'm gonna cut the seeds off. Peony is doing well. Don't see too much change. And yeah, all the bulb plants looks pretty much the same. And the calla lily is doing well. As you can see, the ones that stored indoor are sending out a lot of leaves, and the outdoor ones has just started to sprout. As for the mulberry, you can see the leaf growth is kind of slow. And I showed you last week this little thing over here. It's for sure flower, but I'm not seeing any more of those on the other buds. And for dahlia, you can see there's a lot of sprouting, actually a lot more than I expected. And over here we have the lily of the valley. You can see a lot of flowers. These are the pink variety. And then over here we have some more pink variety and the white variety. Personally, I really like the white variety. The flower just looks heavier. But yeah, lily of the valley is really expanding every year. Blueberry is doing well. You can see all the flowers that has opened. And I'm not seeing any damage from black vine weevils, so that's a good sign. All the leaves are looking full, and it's getting greener and bigger. That's healthy signs. Grape hyacinth, just all the seeds, I'm gonna take those off. All the other bulb plants, crocus, I think it's slowly dying back. You can see the leaf has started to turn yellow, as well as the hyacinth and the tulip. The other blueberry is doing pretty well too. You can see all the new leaf growth. Gonna recover from last year. Strawberries, you can see all the leaves are really growing and it's getting really tall. And the flowers are hidden in the bush. Hopefully they're getting pollinated so we can get some nice strawberry fruits. But yeah, look at all these flowers. It's crazy. And hydrangea, you can see all the flowers that's gonna open up probably within this month, probably in May, because it's the end of the April already. But yeah, look at all those flowers. And catnips are doing well. I'm trying to push the catnips away from the raspberry because it's kind of blocking the sunlight. But yeah, the catnips is going to flower too. Raspberry is actually flowering already. You can see right here, that's a raspberry flower. And here's another one. I haven't seen bees pollinating these ones, so hopefully they'll treat these flowers the same as the blueberry flowers. Rhubarb, you can see this one flower spike has become really tall. I didn't cut it off, but yeah. And here we have the asparagus. You can see a new asparagus coming up from there, and then those two. I could harvest those, but I don't think I will. And then this is gonna come up really nicely. This too. Oh, and the potato has sprouted. You can see all the sprouts, and there's a few more tiny sprouts over there. is looking good. Artichoke is doing well too. The leaves are really getting bigger now. Hopefully we'll see some artichoke flowers. I think the ladybug's done a good job at eliminating the aphids actually. And the saffron, you can see it's definitely dying back. As for the indoor garden, the spider plant is still flowering and it's a little dehydrated. I need to water indoor plants sometime this week soon. The philodendron is looking good. The prayer plant, you can see all the dry flower, and the older growths are actually kind of dying back, I think. So I'm gonna cut those off, just leaving the new growths on top. And so this is what it looks like after I cut the older vines off. And I actually put the older vines in some water, so hopefully I can propagate more prayer plants. And the Hoya plant is doing pretty well. This vine over here with that new leaf, you can see the leaf is getting bigger. Right here we have some succulents. Some succulent I got from the apartment. And the string of pearls, I left it outside and apparently it got pretty sunburned. Stockholm fern, nothing too much has changed. And then this orchid over here, you can see a little new growth at the bottom coming out. And the Easter cactus is doing well. You can see the new leaves all getting greener now. And then here we have the orchids. They're all doing really well too. All the new growths. And when I was watering the orchids, you can see right here, this guy is sending out another new growth. And then the other one, you can see it's sending out mostly roots, new roots. The lady slipper orchid is doing well. Not seeing any flower growth yet. I think it's gonna flower soon though. The other orchids are doing relatively well. And then let's look at the phalaenopsis. The flower spike I broke maybe 2 weeks ago. You can see this part, this node over here. It's kind of swollen. I think it's doing something. It's probably gonna send out a branch from that node. I'm not too sure, but we'll see.